Cheers, Absro.
Cheers, Neebs.
Hey. Cheers, Simon, Thick.
Hey,
Cheers.
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 Yep.
Cheers to anybody listening or watching.
Yes, I'm cheersing with water.
You're being smart.
Yes.
Hey.
Hydrating.
It's 4 o'clock.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with one 4 o'clock beer.
No, not at all.
As long as you don't follow it with a 4:30 shot and then like a 4:45 another beer.
Squeeze one in, 4:55.
Yeah, I have mentioned it before, I think. I wouldn't say it's pet peeve, but when it's like 4:18 right now that it is for us, and someone says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere or whatever. No, it's not. It's 5:18 somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they should be saying is it's after 5 somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a Jimmy Buffett song, isn't it? Did he come up with
Him and Alan
Sounds
Jackson.
like it.
Oh, it's
Sing it.
Oh, it's Allie. I don't know who sings it. I know it's a song because I've heard that song.
Do y'all know who Alan
It's
Jackson
5
is?
Yes.
I've heard the
o'clock
name.
somewhere. It sounds like something Buffett would do,
Okay.
though.
Way down yonder in a Chattahoochee.
Oh, I like that
Oh,
song.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
fun one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alan Jackson looks like Joe Exotic on steroids.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Now I want to look him up.
Let's face it, country music gobbled up all those sayings, 2 in the pocket equals 1 in the snooch, whatever the whole, like every...
What the fuck does that? What does that mean?
It doesn't. That's not a thing, but
You don't know what that means?
I've never heard that idiom. 2 in the pocket is 1 in the snooch.
I'm pretty sure he just made that up.
I like it.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. I was making sure.
Here's a
Because
quarter.
that sounds like that could be a country song.
Yeah.
Legit. Talking about way down yonder in the Chattahoochee or whatever. Like, what the hell's a Chattahoochee?
it doesn't matter.
Well, let's make it a song. What was the phrase again?
2 in the
pocket, 1 in the
pocket
sting.
equals 1 in the snooch.
There you go. That's our new country song.
What does that mean? I don't care. Shut up and drink beer.
Yep.
2 in the pocket equals 1 in the snooch.
That could work.
Told my girl Dana she had a nice cooch.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Country
Silly.
music, like I grew up with country music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I've kind of strayed away from it for a while, but still love it.
I loved your
It's
song.
one of those genres.
Thank
It's
you.
almost like rap for me. It's like there's so much of it that sounds very samey, but you'll find these little hidden gems. These little hidden gems are in there. They're like, wow, that's really, really good.
Yeah, I can see that.
We've talked about this before. I hate pop country.
There's a lot of horrible country.
Yeah.
But I like some mainstream, like this song recently, Go Down to the Honky Tonk, I Go Down. Have you heard that one?
I
No,
haven't.
I haven't.
I may
I'm
not
behind
go
on my-
down in history.
Yeah, I am way behind on my country music.
It's a fun, like, party drinking song.
Is this a new
Okay.
song?
Probably in the last year or so.
Okay, so that's new to me. Okay, newish.
Yeah.
You got nothing to say about country music, Simon?
I do like some country music, but I don't know, like Garth Brooks back in the day, because I'm like 100 years old. Like he had some album way back in the day, probably in the 90s when he first got big.
We talked about that.
I was living in New Orleans, and I'm like, hey, you know what? This Garth Brooks tune doesn't suck, but I don't know what good stuff is, and a lot of it I don't like.
It's subjective. It's whatever makes your ears happy,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no matter what genre,
exactly.
And sometimes music is just a good memory for you.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
There's songs, there's no way I would like them, except I was doing fun stuff with fun people at the time.
Very
And
true.
now I like those songs.
That's what I was telling Thick earlier, and you guys might have heard it, but you want to see a good concert. The Muse concert I was at celebrating my birthday in London years ago, they just released a very well-produced video of that show. I don't know, within the last week on YouTube, but it's Muse Drones World Tour, and it is badass. If you want to see like some serious stage production and just a killer show, it was it's talk about how it makes you feel and the memories and stuff, like living that again, and knowing I'm in the audience is pretty cool too.
And how long is the show like that?
Hour and a half. That one's. I think that one's.
good. That's good.
It's right at an hour and a
Otherwise,
half, and it is.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, that
you know what
is.
they say about 2 Muse in the pocket.
Yeah, equals 1 in the snooch.
Yep.
Their next album title.
If there was a way, like I think last Alexa, play Foo Fighters. I really like Foo Fighters.
Yeah, we know.
So, all right, Alexa, stop. I was kidding.
She doesn't know the kidding.
She doesn't know. She should know my sarcasm.
Yeah,
right
I don't
now.
think Alexa has the context.
That's
to
the next
understand
app is
kidding.
reading my sarcasm app. They're going to have
Right.
that. But somehow it would be nice for all of us to go and have a meetup at a Foo Fighters show, so this way it could be like a business expense. What do you think?
We meet backstage with Dave,
That would
Yeah.
be nice.
With
Any
David.
hookups? Any Dave
Hey,
Dave
Dave.
hookups? It would be nice. It'd be really, really nice to meet him because I have a man crush.
With him and Rogan. You and
Yep.
Grohl and Rogan in a
Oh my
threesome,
God.
huh?
If we could get together and have a man, I don't have a sexual threesome.
Oh,
but
it's
if,
not okay. Mhm.
If we could all just like, I don't know, just high five each other at the same time and drink a beer,
Yeah, that would do
that'd
it.
be great.
That would do it.
Go for a game of catch.
Oh, a game of catch.
Toss the old pigskin.
Oh, we'll play some frisbee. You know, I've
Yeah.
come to find out that there's a frisbee game. It's like a cornhole type frisbee game. You have a teammate, so when you throw it to them, and it can either fly in on a fly or they tap it in the top of the hole and you get X amount of points.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I forget the name of it. I've played it. I played
Top
it at a
Frisbee.
party one time. Top Frisbee, is that what it's
No,
called?
I was just kidding.
He's
I was
just making
picturing
shit
a
up.
huge
Oh, yeah.
frisbee
Well,
thing. Like
Anyway,
top golf.
I love throwing
The
stuff.
audience will let us know what it's called. I guarantee
Yep.
somebody out there knows,
Yes.
knows what you're talking about. But yeah, I have played that. It is fun.
I just played it for the first time when I was camping. I loved it, and I kick ass at it. So we could do that too. We could go. It's a good tailgate thing. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. It falls into that cornhole category of just this is just a fun thing to do when you're outside at a party.
Exactly.
How many people
Yeah.
remember the this kind of like a little mini lacrosse thing you hold in your hand? It's plastic and it comes with a plastic
Oh,
ball.
yeah.
You get two of them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know
And
what
then
you're
you
talking about.
whip it.
Yeah, they go
Yeah.
pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like highlight.
Is that what it's called? Thick?
Is it highlight?
A highlight? No, highlight.
Well, highlight's
is a
what they
sport
play in Florida.
in
Like
Florida.
that's a
Yeah,
serious.
it looks the little plastic things kind of remind me of it because it's the same motion.
It gives it that same ramp roll off kind of centrifugal throwing speed.
Exactly.
I love when I go to the beach every now and then. You'll see a guy out there with his dog, and he's got one of those. I don't know what they're called
Little
again.
ball holders.
Yeah, but it's a thing that'll hold the
Oh,
ball, and
yeah.
it will launch a tennis
Oh,
ball
yeah.
so far.
Talk about a
And then-
workout, man.
Exactly. It makes a puppy so happy.
I gotta get one of
Not
those.
my dog.
I gotta get
Oh
one.
We-
yeah,
we have one of
Every
those.
dog except for your dog.
Yeah.
You know, that toy that you're talking about, Neebs, they probably still have like really cheap versions, but back in the day, there was one that, the rich kids had that actually worked.
I feel like I had a cheap one that worked pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, everything was plastic. The scoop was plastic, and the ball was plastic.
Yeah, no, but when I say cheap, I mean like there was one that was like $2 and one that was $9, and my mom would say, "Hey, we're gonna get the $2 one," and I say, "It doesn't work as good as that one, Mom," and she'd say, "Fuck you." That's
And then she would hit you.
yes, and then she'd hit me.
This makes
Put
me
red
want to
pepper
play
in my
wiffle
mouth.
ball. I want to play
Yes,
wiffle ball.
I
now.
love wiffle ball.
There was
too.
wiffle
That
ball
wiffle
leagues. Yeah, that'd be great, but
No,
unfortunately, right
kickball
now.
is my jam.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
play kickball any day.
Kickball was always a big hit at school.
I love kickball.
When they did a vote,
Yep.
who wants to play this or kickball? Kickball was always getting picked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kickball is
without
fun.
a doubt.
Well, it was because all the uncoordinated kids could at least hit the ball.
Yeah, there was no skill involved. It was tough to hit this little ball coming at you with a fucking bat.
Right.
It's easy to kick a ball.
Yeah.
There's also something about those red balls with all the grippy,
Yeah.
power
Yeah.
grippy stuff on
Uh-huh.
it.
Easy to kick, easy to catch. Everybody can play and have fun.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I love
we
kickball.
we played a lot of whatever the baseball equivalent with a kickball was. You know what I mean? Where we kind of had the bases and the outfield. Like it was like setting
That's
up like
just
a baseball.
kickball, isn't it?
Is that how just kickball? I guess I'm always
Yeah,
That is
could be on
kickball.
a
baseball with a
softball
red
field.
ball.
Copy
Yeah.
that.
Pretty much.
That's exactly right. And then I was
Kickball.
picturing what's the one where you throw the ball at each other?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Jesus, wow!
Dodgeball.
Like these very basic things.
Oh man,
both slipped
it
my
is time to
brain.
put you into a hole to rally.
Yeah. Hey,
God damn.
you've forgotten things.
Dora, I can relate. I
I've
can
forgotten
relate.
things, but dodgeball.
Well,
You
Whatever.
don't forget
How do
dodgeball.
you,
You know
how do you
what?
forget dodgeball?
Yeah. Hey, it could have happened. Okay, maybe I got hit in the head too many times with that ball.
You got hit with that kickball. Oh, it bounced right off your head.
Yeah.
Would it be? I mean, I'm sure we'll never do it, but I would enjoy. We can grab Anthony or Alex and do like a 3-on-3 stick ball.
I gotta cut this off right now, Simon.
Why?
We've got too many things that we've got to do.
No, but we're not going to do
We
them. I just like talking about them.
Okay, well, as long as we make that clear up front.
Yeah.
Disclaimer of sorts. We're never going to do what we're talking about.
I like stick ball. Okay. All right. Not in a million years.
Because I still want to do the beach thing with the
Build a sandcastle.
Yes.
That's very doable.
yeah, right.
Yeah, someone
But-
just has to
but we
set
gotta
it up.
do
We
it.
have to get out there, and this pandemic has to like slow down.
Well, it's a perfect pandemic kind of thing,
saying.
though.
I mean, yeah. Well, you're talking about everybody building their own sandcastle. or like working as teams?
Probably
I mean, working
two
as
groups.
teams, but like 2 groups far away from each other. And then you got 3 people in proximity that we all try to
Yeah.
stay somewhat, away from each other in each group.
Okay.
I mean,
Listen,
Neebs,
I'm 100% with it. I think it's a great idea, but yeah, we have to replace it with something because Dora's right. We got a lot going on.
Yeah.
and we never do the things.
But it could, like, I mean, if we want to commit to it, I mean, like, something like that could replace a podcast video
Yep.
sometime.
Yeah.
Like this week, it's a sandcastle video.
Okay. Well, then I'll have to figure out high quality stuff if I were to do it.
We'll figure it out.
Plus, our Neebs Gaming Speedos aren't in yet.
Well, here's something that I was thinking about doing, because in 7 days, you've got the Carrabba's, the Domino's, Pizza Hut stuff, and we all have our opinion on, like delivery pizza, which one's the best. It'd be great to do a blind
Yes,
taste test.
yes.
It's like, and I think that would be fairly easy to do.
So
Yes.
easy to distinguish from each other.
You'd be surprised.
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
I don't know. I haven't had Pizza Hut in years. I only remember that it's shit. So
Man, Papa
it'd be-
John's is going to stick out so much because the crust feels like a pillow. Like
But
it's
the
just,
See, but
Well-
to me, like I haven't had it in a while, so it's like I feel like Domino's would stick out to me because I think I've had that the most recent
Yeah.
out of all the places where you can order from that are popular, that are worldwide. So
Well, you don't get to touch it. You just open your mouth and someone
oh, I
sticks
didn't know
the,
that.
the
okay.
tip in there.
I'm not
Yeah.
cool
and
with
you bite
that.
it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
perfect for Corona.
or, or yeah, you get like it's on a fork or something.
Right.
Which
It
is
can be.
insane, but
Okay.
Yeah. No, but I was
Okay.
thinking the bite of the tip, because we're not even talking about the crust. That says a lot. Actually, we could do 2 tests, and one could be on the pizza bite from the tip, and then another thing could be the crust, because they're 2 very different things.
I want to think this would be super easy, but then at the same time, I hope I'm wrong as far as knowing. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's
Because
a
of the
great
blindfold,
idea,
but-
Thick. Yeah, and you could do it with a lot of different food, probably. And when I say a lot, I mean at least a couple of different foods as well.
Like, is this a large
Oh, yeah,
egg?
no, that's
Like,
easy
what
content.
kind of
Yeah,
egg is
look at,
this?
like, there's so many channels out there doing that. All you got to do is put a picture of yourself with a surprise face, like, ugh,
What?
And then-
Pizza?
candy taste test.
On that same tip, a local YouTuber, that dude's who's out in Carolina Beach,
Yeah.
randomly popped up, and he was trying all these different ice creams the other day. I actually watched the whole video. What a gig that is, huh?
Yeah.
He was just he
What,
took
going
a
around
bite.
just trying food.
Well, he took a bite or two. He bought them. He had all these like Ben and Jerry's flavors at his house on his table, and he went through them, got to the Sour Patch Kids ice cream, Trix ice cream. There was all these ice creams, and yeah, he was just going through them. That was he's pretty big. He's out there. Talk about an expert of just eating random shit in front of a camera.
Yeah.
What a gig.
I guess what I like about, and I'm sure a lot of people are doing this too, but I don't know how many people are doing, I guess, multiple people doing the whole blind taste test thing. I'm sure there's tons.
Oh, a bunch of them.
Okay. But
My daughter watches this stuff, so that's how I know. 'Cause I'll
Oh,
go in.
gotcha.
It'll be like 5 people trying different types of gummy bears. Like, oh, this one tastes like strawberries. Wow.
Simon's scratching through his to-do list now. Guess I'm not doing that.
yeah.
You can do it if you want to, but I mean that is something that absolutely exists.
No, it's something about us. It's not me doing it. Thick said it would be fun if we did it, and I think that'd be fun for pizza.
And those would be the 3. Those 3, pretty much.
Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's.
Right. That's
Well,
probably it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we
What
eat
if-
more
no,
pizza,
what
but
if-
like,
No.
Wait, what?
But
what
anyway.
would you add
wait.
to it?
I would personally add what would seem to be a premium, high quality, store bought, like frozen one, and see if you could tell the difference. Which I feel like you could, but
Like a
that'd be
DiGiorno's
so
or
yeah,
something.
like a DiGiorno. But yeah, Simon, what would you add in there?
I'd make this a little bit more complicated, but I would want people to rate their favorite to their least favorite. It would be fun to find out that one of these, because I've had some pretty good frozen pizzas, and there are frozen pizzas that you can get that are better tasting than Domino's or Papa John's, to me, that I might think are even local. So,
I feel like your taste buds kind of suck. Or
yeah, no. Well, it would be fun to see what people think. That's all.
that's true. All right.
The frozen pizza, when it comes down to I can't believe we're talking. I'm sorry.
I can't believe we're talking about
yeah,
this.
we should move on. This is just getting like this would be a fun idea.
Neebs
This would be a
hasn't
fun
talked
idea.
in
This
20
would be
minutes.
a fun idea.
Sorry.
Oh man, I was done to my pizza about 2
Yeah,
minutes
no,
into
yeah,
it.
it's getting
Yeah,
long,
sure.
long in the tooth.
Great. Let's talk about herpes.
Ark. Same
Ark!
thing.
My dog threw up in my room
No, Ark.
yesterday.
Ark.
Okay.
Ark.
What? No.
Well, real quick, we'll talk about
Great-
Ark in a second.
Great segue.
But here's my dog. He likes to make my life hard sometimes, I think.
Mhm.
He's like, I gotta throw up, which I felt bad for him. And then you like, oh crap, he's doing that. And then I couldn't get anything in time to like put it under his face.
This is in your office.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Throws up. Then he's like, wait, I gotta throw up again. Let me go to another spot.
Sure.
Like, no, do it over here.
Again, a third spot. One spot would have
What the
been
hell did he eat?
I don't know, man. Just his regular dog food, but I don't know. He's not feeling good.
Just had an upset tummy.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Which bless his heart.
Yeah.
But still.
Probably eating the regular dog food mixed in with his own shit, because he probably eats his own shit.
Yeah, he sneaks out in the back and takes a
Yeah.
nibble.
I haven't seen a turd in the yard for 2 years.
That's
He's hardly
perfect.
eaten it.
Perfect.
So was that this past week?
That was yesterday.
Oh god, so he's he's had a rough couple of days,
Bro,
hasn't he?
hated July 4th. Let me tell you about our July 4th.
Okay.
It's the worst July 4th I think I've ever had.
Oh no.
So my dog comes close to having a heart attack every time he hears fireworks go off.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you look at him, he's just like panting like crazy, salivating, shaking to a point to where I think his heart's going to stop.
God.
And this goes on for hours, the entire evening, because there's fireworks every 5, 10, 20 minutes.
Mhm.
So we like, let's get him away from the neighborhood, somewhere away from fireworks. So we go find like a parking lot in front of like a Home Depot or something. And we're like, all right, we got like a DVD player in the car.
Mhm.
So we got like Raisinets and some drinks. And then we had like the DVDs, you know, that SAG sends you to check out for movie awards.
Yeah.
And the only one my wife and I hadn't seen was this one called Marriage Story with Adam Driver and
Scarlett Johansson. That's
That's
a
it.
Netflix movie, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Okay, I might be mistaken.
I know it's a bad movie
Not your cup of tea, huh?
because on top of my dog about having a heart attack, even away from the neighborhood, this movie is about 2 hours of a divorced couple yelling at each other.
So you're all suffering.
Yeah.
I don't know what was worse.
Now,
Great
what-
acting, by the way.
I'm
They killed it
sure.
in the
Yeah.
acting.
Adam Driver's a wonderful actor, as is Scarlett
And
Johansson.
Scarlett's
Yeah.
got
Right.
chops, man. She's
Oh,
solid.
yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
remember
Yeah.
Jojo Rabbit? That was such a vibrant,
Oh.
fun. Just
Hell
she's
yeah.
got good
Oh, she was
diversity.
She's
wonderful
been
in that.
around forever.
Yeah.
man.
She has.
She's great.
Since she was very, very young. That Ghost World or whatever the fuck I remember seeing.
Yeah. But why was your dog still freaking out if you're...
Because
They-
you could
you
still
could still
hear, you
hear.
could hear them, but they were quieter.
So, because I told you,
So it doesn't-
Emily is now, she's officially, they scare the shit out of her. And
Right.
since all of the protests and stuff like that, there's been fireworks, and not to mention coming close to 4th of July, downtown has been riddled with fireworks like every night. And this last weekend was over the 4th or whatever. It was hardcore. It was really, they were going to like 2 in the morning. And they were
Yeah.
loud and I was just surrounded. And so I had her at a sitter in a much quieter neighborhood with one of her best friend dogs playing. I couldn't, it would have been just pure hell for her to stay
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
my apartment.
It's hard to watch, you
Yep.
know, when you care
Yep.
about your animal and you see how much they're just freaking out.
Yeah. My July 4 was nice. I don't even want to talk about it because you guys.
Oh, no, good,
Yeah,
good.
mine was,
We need
mine
some of
was
that.
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
we were just in our neighborhood, and it was like, oh, let's walk around, because I'm sure people are gonna be lighting fireworks in the neighborhood. Well, it turns out like down our whole street, because nobody was going to a 4th of July event here in town. Everyone had bought their own. So it turned into like this weird block party where everyone kind of distanced themselves from each other, but we all got together like on my street, and just everybody was lighting their fireworks.
That
at
was
once.
the
It
entire
awesome.
United States. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
a lot of people did that.
This is what we did.
Yeah,
We came up with this firework thing in the cul-de-sac.
yeah.
I think
Brand
it's going to
new.
catch on.
No one had experienced.
Did
But
you-
usually you don't see that in my neighborhood.
No.
Like you'll have a little like pocket of people lighting fireworks.
Well,
but
I'm
nothing
saying
like it was
this year for
It's
obvious
crazy.
reasons, though, because
Yeah.
none of the big events were going on, so everyone took it
Mm-hmm.
upon themselves. Did you see that footage of that? I don't know. I assume it was a helicopter shot going over.
Los
I
Angeles.
think it was southern.
LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
That was
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
It was big. They were like the quality ones, like every block.
Uh huh.
It was insane.
They said the air quality there over the past couple days has been awful because of it.
Of course. That was.
Yeah,
Did you
so
see that,
people-
Neebs?
I did not.
Holy shit!
The footage is awesome.
It's something. There must be I can't tell you, hundreds upon hundreds of people. They're just constant over the skyline. I don't know. It was unreal. Never seen anything like that.
Yeah, the footage is
that's
like
for sure.
helicopter footage, just flying
Ah.
through downtown.
I wanna
or
see it.
just
I'd like
flying
to
through
see
Los
it.
Angeles. It's going off everywhere.
It's
And you said
insane.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the footage was in L.A.
Oh, fucking A.
It's something else. Yeah, talk about never having seen something quite like that. Because your average city,
I've
you
se-
would see it in like 3 places, like 3 major
Yeah,
or whatever.
but I've seen online like a couple people that live in L.A. that are like asthmatic. Like they've had a rough.
I'm
couple
sure,
days.
as if it wasn't already.
It's like it's like nothing but smoke in the air now.
Yeah, it
Damn.
sucks. And then talk about the dogs. Like all the dogs of L.A.
Oh God, yeah.
Pure hell.
Yeah, lucky that Bubba doesn't mind, which is nice.
Yeah, Bear doesn't
It is
care,
nice.
and this was our first fourth with Indy, and I was concerned that she might, but I think might have had to do that. She was with Bear, so
That bear
it
doesn't
didn't-
care. You hope that works that way.
Yeah,
You
so
know, I
she
hope
was
that
fine.
does help. That's what I was hoping on too, with her buddy
Yeah,
Beasley.
Beasley.
It's a beagle.
So Thick, how you feeling about Ark so far?
Yeah, let's go there.
I don't know, because I know that we're going to be able to travel easily on land, at least once we have a tame. There's going to be some dangerous places, and even if we have something big like a parasaur or something like that, they're going to be in danger. So danger's always good. But yeah, I just wonder how long the flavor's going to stay until people are going to be like, I want to see them flying.
For me, I won't get tired of it. I mean, we plan on flying towards, after a certain point, but not for a while.
Yeah, I think we've challenged ourselves and we don't know how this is going to work, but our kind of goal right now is to do a complete circle around the coast of the entire map,
Okay.
just to see if we can.
Map everything out, kind of plot it out.
Yeah.
Once we've kind of seen everything, maybe find a place for like a legitimate base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, later on, but then kind of start working towards the boss and the stuff later down the road. But for now, I'm loving being in the woods and not knowing what's around the corner. And I've had a great time just fighting raptors and carnos so far.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
it's been
a certain.
chill.
I love early game Ark more so than later game because there is that tension that comes with it because you're not you don't have all the supplies. You're a little bit weaker. A raptor turns into a threat, which once you've established yourself, once you have a wyvern, it's just like it's a raptor.
Yeah, I fought a raptor with a slingshot the other day, and I was like, oh, man, it's getting ready to bite me, and he died on that last shot. He just kind of comes sliding in to my feet dead.
Yeah.
And to me, that was a better moment than I had far advanced in Ark with, pump action shotguns and chitin, ascendant armor.
Would you all agree that the overall vibe of the overall feel and danger level so far feels significantly less than jumping into Valguero, how it was when we did? At all?
The area we're in, other than that swampy part, because we're near the Green Obelisk.
The
and-
swamp
beach.
seems
Yeah.
tame, though. Kind of
I
tame.
don't know if it's a real swamp.
Exactly.
So-
It doesn't
yeah.
feel like it's loaded with the real swamp threat kind of vibe where there's fucking everything
Right.
around every
You know what was
corner.
missing?
Yeah.
The snakes. You definitely have alligators in the swamp, but I didn't see many
Alright.
snakes.
We didn't see
Oh, yeah,
anything,
listen,
I don't think.
Usually you have a
Son.
lot more bugs and a lot more snakes, and those
Yeah.
were non-existent.
But
Right,
I was
right.
getting
The
killed a
gators.
lot.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, though. That kind of thick, overfilled, just
Right.
wild.
It was a baby swamp.
I think
Right.
one of the biggest
I think
threats.
we got a lot more danger coming up.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest threats we're going to run into, and this is just what I've seen from traveling through there, is going to be the Allosauruses. Seems like an abundance of them, like more so than T-Rex. And considering they do that, what's that, Nash or that bleed damage thing, that could be really rough to try to get around.
Are they in trios?
Yes, usually they are.
And that's another factor.
But I'm excited about it because, like, if we're traveling the coast and we're building outposts along the way, the outpost kind of becomes a fallback
Yeah.
location.
It's fallback, spawn point,
Uh-huh.
something.
So it's like, all right, we've
Right.
made it here. We establish a place. All right, now let's start moving forward. Then maybe we do run into Allosauruses. Now we got to go, shit, how do we combat this?
That's great when they're in between you and where you want to go, and you got to
Yeah.
figure it out. You don't just fly over them.
Right.
You don't.
It's like we got to figure out how to either go around them, or can we get through them, or can we trap them, and or can we tame something to defeat them?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be traveling along the coast and building outposts along the way, but always moving and not having a base. not now.
Yeah, looking for
Yeah.
a spot to put a permanent base.
And on the way, if we know that we're going to be passing by something that we need, like those, what do you call those things? Because my brain doesn't work.
Artifacts or something?
Yeah, we would stop and get it or attempt to if we're prepared.
Well, I guess depending on how prepared we are.
Yeah.
I don't know what the caves in this map look like. We can certainly peek.
Hopefully there's some easy ones. Hopefully there's one or two. Usually there's one or two really easy ones, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Sometimes you'll find an artifact just laying about. Like, oh, it's just
Yeah.
behind this waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Other times it's like, nope, it's deep in this cave full of poison and spiders and everything else.
All right. Well, I'm in charge of the one behind the waterfall.
Like, remember, Simon, when Thick challenged us to like race to that one on top of that mountain,
Yep.
and we were doing the rock climbing? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
So that one was just out in the blue. Well, I mean, it was up high.
Yeah.
But still,
I
if
think
you had
there
a
was,
flyer,
but I
you
think
were-
there was two of them that
Yeah.
were kind of like that were just easy.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
But the map looks gorgeous. At least the area we're in, and I think there's a nice beachy area to our, I want to say south, that I think we're gonna go to next. That looks awesome. There's like big white cliffs, it's like a big green beachy area.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really, really cool.
I think we're going to be coming up in the cold area soon, and we don't have any. We're going to make jackets.
The cold, I think, no, we're far away from the cold area.
Is the cold area to the north?
It's like the cold area is like northeast, if I'm not mistaken.
Because we're on the west coast right now.
Yeah.
And we're going south. So we're going to be going away from the cold area?
Yes, I believe.
Okay. Well, that's good. We'll be prepared by the time we get there.
Yeah, we're gonna need fur.
You think it's going to take a while to go around?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on what danger we'd run into. It's like
Yeah.
we're playing it by ear.
Well, we're always going to
'Cause,
be
you know,
moving.
it's easy enough to get in and kind of look forward and go, oh, what are we gonna experience? But I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
neither do I.
Kind of get in, like let's start moving forward and just see what happens.
Let's make a kangaroo posse.
Yeah, well, listen, we find kangaroos. That's great. It's like, oh wow, now we can jump further, and move
That'd be
quickly.
insane to see us all traveling on
That would
kangaroos
be
at the same
that would be absolutely wonderful.
Those are pretty great.
I can't
man.
wait to see the Paracers.
Yeah.
I just want to see what everybody does with their mobile home.
You know,
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah.
that's the thing. I guess we could build fabricators at like an outpost, but fabricator's going to be a while. Anything with power.
Well, you can put it on the back of a Paracer, can't you? I think
Can you
can-
power it with a generator on the back of a Paracer?
Can't
Is that
you?
possible?
If not, we'll have to do the outposts.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to a bunch of mobile home. Is that? I mean, that's what I want to do.
I
Y'all
think
have
that's visually that sounds pretty awesome and kind of efficient.
I love the idea of 5 Paracers and each of us have our own custom house on the Paracers.
Yep.
It also makes the Paracers their own characters.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
whole
that's
last
fun.
adventure we had with Simon, that was a great taste of what that would be with,
It was great.
because we just did that. Our big adventure with those was that was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that very much. So it's just more of that.
Imagine a
really.
big house on the back of it.
Exactly. Adding
Yeah.
that.
That's
Sure.
horrible.
Yeah, I mean it's
though.
got to be fairly small, just because I think there's only a certain amount of items that you can put on the back of one of those things in there.
Yeah, there are, but
Yeah.
still, it's a pretty good bit, I think.
Yeah, but I remember when we put it on the back of the Quetzal. Yeah, we were building the back of the Quetzal. We ran into like, oh shit, like that's it. That's all we can do. We ended up taking stuff away from the house.
I think on the server settings, we tried to up it, so I don't know if it worked or not.
Oh, okay.
But it'd be nice if. How cool would it be to have like a 10-story building on the back?
That'd be
of your
amazing.
Paracer?
I'd love to see that.
Then you can go up there and parachute off and go
Yeah.
wherever you
God,
want to go.
talk about like heartbreaking though. If you lose a Paracer, not only you lose a Paracer, you lose your house.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's a blow.
Yeah, that really.
And
like,
now you gotta. Oh,
You're homeless.
To me,
and that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, Simon already hates driving those things.
I know you
Oh,
guys
God,
were
yeah.
excited about the Paracers, but they're just so, I guess, cumbersome and clumsy that 5 of them all traveling together seems like a lot.
I
Yeah,
just
it's
wanna
gonna
see
suck.
it. I want to see it next
Well,
to
we
each
could
other.
see
Like,
it,
they're just
but
kind of the main base. You're like, couldn't you have like a? I mean, it'd be tricky to get your kangaroo up there, but like, couldn't you park one up there, like ride with it, or have it follow, of course? But
I bet if you could land one on there, it'd
Yeah.
be fine.
it's
Yeah,
just
I'd
a
go with it if you could
mobile.
land
It's
it
like
on
a
there.
mobile subdivision,
It's a caravan almost.
and then you branch off from there and always come back to there. It's like,
Yeah, kind of the way I think is like, all right, we take our mobile caravan into a new area, and then we almost, we send scouts out. It's like, all right, let's see
Right.
what's in this area. Let's see what the threats are.
yeah, we just branch off from
And
there and then
you
always
know,
come
like,
back
oh,
to the.
Like, is there an animal here that we want to tame, that we want to take with our caravan, or
Yep.
is like, or we just need to get through this area?
Is that animal going to slow us down?
Mm-hmm. It's like, or this area has Allosauruses. We need to tame. We need to find something that we can tame to help us protect the parasers. It's like the parasaur almost acts as like a train.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
It's kind of the gimmick of this of the season.
Yeah.
Do I have to be involved in it?
In what?
You don't have to have a parasaur. You can live in my house. So.
Okay.
But-
yeah. I mean, I don't even need to live in a house, right?
It'd
Oh,
be helpful
but we
though. That's
do
an
need-
extra muscle
need a
for
bed.
fighting and stuff. Like
Yeah,
the
but it's just
Parisers
gonna
are pretty
die.
tough. So
They
Now-
are,
now
but
all
see-
the five of us, we're in numbers.
Yeah, thinking about that, Duralius, as far as the muscle goes, if there's 5,
Yeah.
how well does it do against, everything else? So that
don't know.
that could be pretty interesting in itself. It's just
Yeah.
might be a pain in the ass for spectator camp.
Like when we're moving as the 5, when we are like the full power 5 caravan, we'd hope they'd be strong and they could take out anything so we could establish that area and feel
Yeah.
comfortable to branch off from there every time.
I mean, 5 parasaurs will whoop something's ass. for
Absolutely. Like our 3 was a force.
Yeah, they could do
We
some
took out an
stomping.
Alpha Carno with one.
Yeah, it's true. So shit, that 5, we could really use you on a parasaur.
You know what? I would do it. I guess my goal would be to make it super fast. So I would just do everything in like speed. And
So you
maybe
can run
health.
around to the backsides of us, and we'll get all strong and stuff. You come in the end for that last nip.
That's it.
Perfect.
It'd be cool to have like, all right, so we have 3 or 4 parasaurs or whatever, but then we get a couple of raptors, and we set them to follow the parasaur, and they're almost like a little dinkies.
See, now you could.
You
That
know?
would be great. That would be great.
So now we stop in an area. It's like, all right, let's hop off. We'll take the dingies
And
then we'll
visual.
take the raptors, whatever their name.
Yeah.
Visually, if they're on set to attack our target or whatever the parasaurs, and they just kind of like whip around to the front and jump in on the fight, that'd be badass.
Yeah, it's a fun way to. I think it's a fun way to approach this map. I mean, I think this map is some of the comments in our first couple videos. This map isn't really designed where you can't. I mean, I think you'll need flyers eventually,
Right.
to get to some of the areas.
It looked like it.
We might be able to get there with kangaroos or grappling hooks, but we
Yeah.
may run into a situation where it's like, shit, there's no way for us to get up here.
Mm-hmm.
I bet we could figure it
But
out.
eventually, we might be able to figure it out. But eventually, we will probably we'll probably do our normal. We'll establish a base, like a real.
Yeah.
This is where we want a perma base, and then we'll get the flyers.
I agree. We're going to want to see those crystal wyverns eventually.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
but
Apparently, they're
also-
passive tames.
Huh?
Apparently, some of them are passive
Yeah.
tames.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they're real easy to get.
Why do we need to have like a perma base? Why don't we just have temporary bases all over eventually, so that we don't have to have that? Because you want to build a really big base.
Well, I think when you fight the boss, you have to have a lot of resources. So
Right. Yeah. It's a place to store resources and prepare for a boss fight.
Yeah.
So like maybe see like something near an obelisk or something where like, all right, this is a place where we can start gathering a shit ton of T-Rexes or whatever we're gonna take to a boss fight.
But in the meantime, we have our mobile city of hopefully 5
Yep.
parasaurs.
All right. Yep. I'm on the parasaur kick now.
Cool.
I love it. Reminds
I
me
do
like
too.
a wagon train.
Yeah.
You're heading across. You're heading west. You circle up, make camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind
Fight
of
off
reminds
the
me.
threats.
You guys probably never played Metro Exodus, did you?
No.
I played
And that
Metro.
game,
Oh yeah, all the time.
yeah. Well, Metro Exodus, you had like it was an open world, but you had a train that was your base. So you would train into an area, and then you were able to hop off the train. It's like go explore the world, and then bring resources and bring things back to the train.
So it was like that movie. Well, yeah, not like the movie. There's a series about that movie now too. That on the train like the train that just is constant.
Oh, I know what
Damn
you're
it.
talking about.
Chattanooga
Chris Evans.
Choo-choo.
Yeah,
No.
Chattanooga Choo Choo. That's it.
No.
All aboard.
Ah, damn it! I heard the series is really good. Jennifer Connelly's in it.
Snowpiercer is what you're
Yeah,
thinking about.
Snowpiercer. I've only seen the movie. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that with Chris Evans.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I haven't seen the movie or the show. What's it about? I know there's a train involved. But
Oh,
like, what's that world? It's like
it's,
a future, like a post-apocalyptic
It's like
thing,
it
right?
represents society, whatever's left of society on this train, and toward the front of the train is like higher society, and then down to the workers towards the back, and life gets much more grand the closer you get to the front of the train. And this is on like a perpetual train going through a like frozen over.
Why are they going perpetually?
Because there's nothing else to do.
Because the world is frozen over
Yep. So that's their life.
to stay alive.
Is it to stay in the sunlight?
No, they're like, there's heat inside the train.
This generates heat.
Why would the train
There's
Why
a
would the
there's a
train
story
move in?
I've forgotten. Like I think you might actually like that movie. You know.
Okay.
It's something.
You're the second person I've heard talk about it when I ask why they're moving around the world.
Yeah. I don't
It was
remember
Anthony.
the
Anthony didn't remember either.
yeah yeah.
You'd think that'd be a pretty big
Yeah.
like explanation in the
of
movie. Like,
course
this
it-
is why we all have to live on a train.
Well,
It's like we have to like maybe the train generates heat. You live in a big
No.
snowy environment.
No,
I
if
don't
you
know.
die, you
Yeah.
can't get off the train. Like if you were to get off in that environment, it's so cold. Like you cannot
But why does the
survive
train need
more
to
than
move?
seconds.
So it doesn't
To keep
freeze
the
over.
Maybe
to,
to
yeah,
generate
to
heat?
generate heat. Yeah, it's all doing.
And the
thing.
train tracks aren't frozen over? In
Oh
front
no,
of it?
Well,
they break.
it's a
It's a
snowpiercer.
snowpiercer. It
It's a
busts
snowpiercer.
through.
Pierces through.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty.
So it's like on a loop or something.
It's a big old loop. Based on a year, I believe.
Speaking of story plots I don't understand, maybe you can help me out with it.
Yeah.
In Schitt's Creek, they say we bought this town,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
What does that mean? If you buy a town.
You could buy a town.
I don't
that
know.
a corruption
I came
thing or
in
like
at
a-
episode 5, and that's
It's
what
the basis of the story.
Hold up. Let me speak.
Yes.
I came in at episode 5. I know that they had purchased the town, I think, for David. As,
Yeah, the
as,
son.
Yeah, as like a joke.
That's a joke.
You didn't watch the first 5 episodes?
No, I can't. My
That
my
is
wife.
weirdo,
I watched the
bizarre.
first
No,
few
listen,
episodes.
my wife was watching it. She explained the previous episodes to me.
Okay.
And
okay.
so, yeah, I didn't
It's a
want
lot to explain. That's
Not-
5
that's-
episodes of explaining.
out of how many
doesn't,
seasons?
It doesn't
are
explain it in the 5 episodes.
Oh, it
They
doesn't.
just bought a town.
They're like, hey, I bought you. They lose all their money. They're really rich and fun. Like they're funny because of how rich and snooty they are.
Okay,
kinda.
I haven't
and
seen the show.
disconnected
Friendly but
from
snooty.
Yeah, everybody else from
Disconnected, yeah.
society.
Okay.
And they move. They end up having to move to this town that he bought for his son as a joke
Called Schitt's Creek.
and live in this motel. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's funny because them and this town doesn't fit at all. But and like, what do you mean you bought the town? That doesn't make sense.
Well,
it a
I know
potential
it does.
reveal down
It
the-
does make
Yeah, I don't know.
sense. It does make sense.
Well, you don't own the houses that the people own in the town or the businesses that the business own. Like, what do you own about it?
You own the.
I don't know the local government. Yeah, I don't know. How do you
I was
buy a
wondering if it's a
town?
corruption kind of thing, but I don't know the show. I don't watch it.
You could buy all the. I guess all the state's buildings. You could buy.
Those are government owned.
Yeah, but I mean, you can. But can't you buy them?
I don't know. Yeah, this is all speculation. We should look into how do you buy a town, and we should do it.
Let's buy our town.
Let's buy our own town.
But you've heard in the news, like I know I've heard in the news, like, hey, like some celebrity out there went and bought this town that was up for sale because
Never
they
heard
were
that in my
bankrupt.
life.
Oh yeah, go. I'll
No,
look it
me
up right
either.
now.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna look it up
Bought
while
a
you guys talk.
town?
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
never
look it
hear
up.
that. You'd think you'd hear. I hear islands. Like
Years
an
ago, I'm
island.
talking about. Anyway, I'll look it up and
yeah,
see.
there's
Maybe I'm
a
crazy.
there's a website here. 11 tiny towns you can buy.
Oh,
Johnsonville,
okay.
Connecticut.
Hey,
How much are they?
this is good
Connecticut,
knowledge.
huh?
Independent Church acquired the ghost town this past July for roughly 1.9 million. That's it?
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
What are you getting though?
$2 million
If
a
you
year.
bought the
What are you
town,
getting?
Well,
if you bought the town we lived in, it wouldn't include my house. It wouldn't include the record store in downtown. It wouldn't include the ice cream shop. What are you getting for
I
it?
have no idea, man.
well, there's like
Okay.
Tiller, Oregon.
I'm starting to think this show is fake.
Okay, it is. Tiller, Oregon, 256-acre Pacific Northwest town. And I guess it's deserted. 3.85 million for 256 acres.
And that's
Oh,
acreage.
look at this. Hell,
Yeah.
Michigan is for sale.
Hell.
Yep.
Kim Basinger bought a town in Georgia, I think. That
Okay.
says here for like $20 million in 1989.
Made it her home basenger.
Yeah. So when I heard about stupid things like that, so when they bought the town, that's what I just assumed. I only saw like 1 or 2 episodes of it, but it didn't seem weird to me.
No.
That's all.
Well, it should.
Okay.
Means you're not paying attention.
No, I was because I knew about Kim Basinger and you didn't.
I've noticed a common thread in our or what we're talking about in this particular podcast is like they're topics that we would never expect we would talk about as long as we've talked about them
Right.
individually.
Especially when we were supposed to talk about Crystal Isles, and I think we started talking about that 30 minutes in. Which was mostly my fault, too. But it's true, because we had to hear about the...
What
yeah.
a twist. Yeah.
I know, what a twist.
Yeah.
Big
we
old
keep 'em
text
on
in
their
the front.
toes. We keep you on
That's-
your toes, y'all.
Yeah. Anywho.
what's going to come up next.
Who knows?
I made an omelet today for lunch.
Ooh.
I made an
Okay,
omelet
all
today
right.
I
for
like
lunch.
a good omelet.
Wow, guys.
You did
I
not.
did. What was in your omelet?
Listen, this is probably the first successful omelet I've ever made in my life.
Okay.
Oh,
I like poured the egg out, turned it into an egg pancake,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let it completely solidify.
Uh-huh.
You
That's
know,
how you do it.
and then I like did a successful flip.
Okay.
oh yeah.
Got both sides, and then
Yeah.
I put I had another pan. I had onions, green peppers, and like turkey meat,
Yeah.
like sandwich deli
Yeah.
meat
Yeah.
that I kind of browned. Then that went on the egg with some cheese, folded over. Pretty nice.
Happy
sounds
times.
tasty.
Okay.
Yep.
Good for you.
Usually my omelets turn into scrambled eggs.
Right.
Not today.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty solid
Well,
with making
congratulations.
omelets.
Thank you.
Mine had bacon, aged cheddar, and sautéed shiitake mushrooms.
Oh wow. Well, Vic. Well,
Aha.
clearly the Ohio is coming out.
Yeah.
Honestly.
right.
Hey, guys, I have a question about omelets. And listen, I know. Who knew we were going to be talking about omelets? This is
Right.
great.
Okay.
That's the twist.
Yeah. So for many, many, many years, I would pour the omelet out, but I wouldn't do the flip. I would let the egg cook on one side, not both sides, until it gets to a certain point. I'd lay the cheese on the inside where it's still a little bit wet,
Uh-huh.
and then I flip it over.
Okay.
And then I take it and on that one side cook it, and then I flip it over and cook it on the other side. Like, seems like it's very popular for people to cook both sides of the egg and almost make themselves like a crepe, and then they do the cheese and stuff. But usually I cook the cheese and whatever meats I have in there with the egg.
Yeah, that's what my lady does.
Okay, that's
For me,
how
it
I
just
do
felt
it
like
too.
it was a little bit too runny on one
Yeah,
side.
well,
I had
yeah,
to get a
yeah,
flip
I
in.
have-
Depends on
I
how
have
you
to flip
cook
it.
it. Yeah, you got to cook it right. That's all.
I'm not a real big omeletier, so I don't know the.
They can be
I
good.
like my breakfast sandwiches for real.
New York breakfast sandwiches are so delicious. I'm sure everyone has their own versions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
But-
always switch up the breads. I always switch up everything about them. I don't let myself get sick of what that entails.
Always a Klondike bar center, though.
Every time you gotta keep some consistency.
New York has these like Long Island, Queens, Brooklyn, whatever. We all have these particular hard rolls. So when you get an egg sandwich there, it's either on a bagel or a hard roll. 9 out of 10 times it's on a hard roll. And they're wonderful. I mean, it's
I'll go
I'm
tortilla
okay with.
sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I'll make a wrap. You know, if I'm getting sick of some bread, whatever bread was, that brioche I was talking about.
Oh,
I just
that's
like
heavy
switching
bread.
up
That's heavy bread.
Yeah. Not that Sara Lee stuff I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit's on point. It's like Hawaiian, little sweet. Throw some pepper jack on there. You got that sweet heat thing going on with some
All right.
good bacon. And
Last 5 minutes. Let's talk about cheese. Go.
No.
Yeah, we've done pizza, omelets. what other
Honestly,
food
I don't
can
know
we
what
talk
the
about?
fuck,
we've
man.
milked
But it's
the
Our,
fun.
our
We
channel's
love it.
destined to change.
Yeah.
We're gonna become a food channel. We keep this up.
So last topic, maybe. We're about that time. One more thing.
yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we officially, right as of now, are done with Alpha 18
Yes.
because we just recorded the horde.
The finale.
Yeah, of 18.
We're going to 19.
Going to 19.
Going
So,
to 19. So
knew we were, but we officially did that minutes ago.
So hey, huh?
Yeah, right?
Either
So hey, huh?
That's what I said.
you did
So
say
hey, huh? What?
Hey, huh? Who?
what?
What?
Did y'all hear I got a swim pool?
No.
Got a pool at my house now. Actually, it's deflated at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably 6 foot by 10 foot. Inflatable.
Wow. How tall? How tall is
Like-
that pool?
I don't know, 2 feet
Ooh,
maybe.
shit. So you diving?
We're not diving, but we put floats in it.
Yeah.
We float around in it.
That's great.
That's all you need for the summer.
It is. It is.
That is
It
pretty
feels
awesome.
good to float.
I don't care how much water there is. If I'm in water, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could play in a sprinkler and be happy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy with water.
Sunshine and
I'm
sprinkler.
happy with a hose. Like,
Yeah.
fuck the sprinkler. Just give me the hose.
Filling a
Yep,
huge
turn the hose
pool,
on.
what a pain in the ass, and then getting rid of the water if you want to. Like, what a pain in the ass. So I hear you, man. I
Yeah.
respect that.
I never want to own a pool. I have a neighbor friend of ours, Mr. Warzill,
Yep.
owns
Hates
owns a pool. He doesn't hate it, but it's one of those things that sounds like it's way more work than it's worth.
Yeah. Forget that.
I mean, it is nice. You go over to his house and he's got the pool, but Yeah, yeah. Honest to God, like if I had enough money to have a pool and I have a pool guy, different story. But I don't want to be in a position where I have to take care of a
Exactly.
pool. This is a lot of work.
I'd only
Yeah.
want a pool if I knew I could afford having like the guy or someone just completely have it ready.
You want a pool boy.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I do, Thick.
But some people actually, like my brother-in-law, he's always had a pool. He's a pool guy, but he likes it.
Yeah, there you go.
Some people
Yeah.
like playing the
I'm
chemicals.
sure that exists for sure.
They get it ready, and they're like, ooh, every year they uncover it, and they're like, I'm going to get the pool ready. And it's a big event.
Something to
So,
do.
like,
He gets to
I
go
get,
outside and
You know, I get that. I'm not that guy
Scoop
either, but my
bugs.
brother-in-law is. Yeah.
a lot of skimming.
I kind of like the community aspect of a pool too, though.
Yeah.
I like going somewhere, seeing your neighbors, seeing other people.
Having everybody's pee on you. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, just swimming in pee.
Yeah,
Aren't
I'm
we
fine
talking?
with it.
Oh, you're talking about not private pools anymore.
I like
Yeah, you're
community
talking about
pools.
community pools, yeah.
Not that I have one of those either, but
Yeah.
I think it's neat to walk out and see who's out.
Well, I think
who's
the
doing what.
option's great.
I try. We have a community pool, and it's been weird this year a little bit. But they've left the door open. It's easy enough to stay apart from people. But I've pretty much made friends with all the old ladies up there because I take my daughter up there in the mornings. We try to get there. I think it opens at 9 for the old people to get in there and start exercising. And 10 o'clock they let kids in, so I try to be there at 10 so my daughter and I can get in. And all the old ladies are still there. So I've just made friends with all of them.
Nice.
They're as sweet as they can be, and they love my daughter, and they love me.
There you
Nice.
go.
Yeah, it is. I'm with you,
Yeah.
Neebs. Like, I like that aspect of, like, I'm going and I'm talking to my neighbors.
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm
a
seeing
social
people.
thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have no idea what you do or how much of a pig you are.
Hey, Absaro, I saw your cartoon about the puppy dog and the pee.
In the pee and what?
Did you like that, Gertrude? I made it just for you.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Here's some cookies for your daughter.
Yeah,
Thank you, Gertrude.
I based it on you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, you're putting yourself in a good position though, because it's nice to like befriend elderly people and then try to swindle them out of their money.
Yeah. Oh, it's really
So-
easy too because they're old and confused.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah. I'm trying to at least put myself into 3 of their wills.
there you go.
Oh, thank God, not
Yeah,
into
it's
them.
a lot of work though.
Thank
Plan
God.
B and
Yep.
C.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it pays off in the end.
But you as a person that's not old yet, you got to plan ahead, don't you? Do y'all do that?
Yeah.
Do you got to look out for future you?
Of course,
yeah.
you have to.
You're like, okay, when my mind starts going,
Right.
I got to do this. I got to set this up.
I got to have my shit in order.
Yeah. It's kind of like setting up for a horde base.
Yeah, honest to God. It's like, yeah, I'm
Oh,
about
boy.
to get
Yeah,
ravaged.
perfect.
I better be.
Perfect comparison there.
Yep.
I better
Yeah.
build a carrot base
Yep,
before I get too old.
exactly.
yeah.
Got to have all my ducks in a row.
That'd be a fun video game, huh?
Yeah, preparing for retirement.
Preparing for
or stupidity.
Just your mind going
Mm-hmm.
in a video game.
God.
Yeah, my mind's already mostly gone, and I'm okay with that.
Good, Simon.